Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. I have been using the Nikon ZR for a while now, and it is fantastic. I got it right at launch, but it seems like everybody who's making videos about this either uses DaVinci Resolve or Premiere, Adobe Premiere, and I use Final Cut Pro. And so today I thought I would show you my workflow for the Nikon ZR with the red codec in Final Cut Pro. Now I'm not saying this is the right way, I'm just saying it's my way and how I do things. So let's jump into it, and here we go. All right, first things first, we need to go in and get the red Apple workflow installer and install it on our machine. Otherwise, we won't really be able to work with the red R3D footage. So we want to go here to red.com /downloads /red-apple-workflow-installer. I'm going to leave this link in the video description, but you want to get the latest version here, download it, install it, and you should be good to go. If you at some point are trying to work with your footage in Final Cut Pro and you get those red, media not available or offline or something's not working right, oftentimes it's because they updated Final Cut Pro and you need the new workflow installer that has been updated to go along with it. Also, you want to come over here to the Nikon website, to their download center, and get the N-LOG LUT. You want to get the Nikon N-LOG LUT. So I'll leave links to this down below as well. Now, they do have it for Windows and for Mac, but because we're using Final Cut Pro, we're going to obviously get the Mac OS version. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into Final Cut Pro now. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new library. And I'm going to jump in here. I'll put this in here. I'm just going to call this ZR workflow. There we go. And I'll save that there. And I'm going to import my media. And I'm going to go ahead to my Nikon ZR folder. And I created a simple folder here that it's called Nikon ZR sample clips. And it just has two folders in there, or two files in there. Now make sure over here under transcode, if this is checked where it says create optimized media, make sure you uncheck that. You do not want to create optimized media when you're importing your red footage. So now that we have this unchecked, I'm going to go ahead and select import selected. And there we go. We can see we have my two clips. And I'm going to go ahead and create a project, and I'm just going to call this ZR workflow. And I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And there we have it. Let me just make a quick adjustment on here so that stuff shows up a little bit larger because I'm getting older, can't see. All right, let's drag this in and extend that out a little bit. And we can see here it looks pretty flat and ugly. And if you're on this page right here, just come over here and in your inspector, go to the I or info section, scroll down, and we want to go ahead and make sure if this is set to basic, that you may scroll down and you may not see everything that you need. But you just want to make sure that you can see the option to add your LUTs. And so we're going to go ahead and click from basic to extended. And now we should see the option for camera LUT. So right now it says none. I'm going to click that. We'll see our drop down menu. This is where we're going to have all kinds of our LUTs that we've installed. And so I'm going to go ahead and choose right here where it says Nikon N-LOG. I'm going to click that. And there we go. We can see it's starting to bring some of the color back. And now what we want to do is scroll down again. And we want to come over here to where it says Modify Red Raw Settings. So we're going to click that. And we'll see here it's going to say red wide gamut RGB. I'm going to click that and go to change it to Rec 709. And there we go, Rec 709. And you can leave this here however you want to do it. Some people like to change it. I'm going to just leave it at log 3G10, but some people want to change it to BT1886. I don't particularly like to do that. Some people like to change it to wherever you want. I'm going to leave it out there. So From here, you can also change your ISO. So let's say that it shot at 800. I believe it's like 800 and like I think 5,000 or something like that are like the native ISOs for this camera. So I was shooting at 800, but you can change it later if you want it to go to 400. You can change it there. So let's change it. We'll leave it at say 500, and we'll go there. And then you can change other settings if you want. I'm going to click apply, and now I'm going to click the X to get out of it, and now we are looking pretty good. That is pretty much where we were. That's pretty much how it looked in real life. But what you can also do is just come here, go to your color section, and I like to use this right here, which says Enhance Light and Color. And I'm going to click that just to sort of bring it sort of in just an automatic setting. And then one thing I like to do is sort of just grab my black points and pull those down a little bit. Add a little contrast in there, and it looks like it blew out my highlights a little bit when I took that when I added that the automatic button there. So I like to bring my highlights down, maybe add some highlight warmth in there. Nah, I'll take that out. I don't need the highlight warmth. And maybe just a little bit. We'll get it there. You can add a little saturation or take it away. I'm gonna add a little bit because I want those colors, those fall colors, to really pop. And that's pretty much it right there. That works. So if I click this, you can see that's without the LUT. That's just with those adjustments there. And I think that looks a whole lot better than, let's just see, like this is the same sort of scene, except it's totally gray and ugly, and then you get the colors going. So yeah, that's it. That's my workflow. Now, I'm not saying this is the right way, so if you guys are going to jump in the comments and scream at me and yell at me and say, you don't know what you're doing, you're absolutely right. This is the first camera that I've ever owned that I've shot raw video with. Now, I shouldn't say the first, because technically I did own the Canon R5. I just never shot raw video with it. And I do own an iPhone which shoots raw video, but this is the first time I've ever really incorporated raw video into my day-to-day workflow. And so I am learning. And I just want to share what I've learned, because I haven't seen a lot of people using Final Cut Pro with the red R3D files. So there you go. That's what you need to use it. That's how I actually get my colors the way I like them. And I hope it's helped you. All right, everyone. Well, there you go. That is my workflow for the Nikon ZR and the R3D footage that you get off of it. And again, I'm not saying this is the right way, the perfect way. This is just the way that I've done it that has allowed me to get some decent colors out of this camera in the files that it produces. And I've been really, really happy with it. So I'm using Final Cut Pro. If you're using Final Cut and you've been trying to do this and maybe struggling or whatever, haven't found the right tutorial, I'm hoping this will help get some people moving along. Yeah, so let me know what you think about it. If you have a better way, a right way, let me know and share that with me too. So anyways, I'll leave links to Final Cut Pro and the camera and everything else down below in the video description, including the workflow installer and the N-LOG LUT and all that. I'll leave all that stuff down below in the video description so you can check it out. I'll also leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.